everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing small snippets of the songs for this year's UMK for Finland. So I'm really excited about this, firstly because every year UMK seem to bring really interesting small selection of songs, but also a lot of people have been asking me to react this year because there's a few songs in here. In fact, some people have argued that all of the songs in here are contenders to be really high placing in Eurovision. So generally that piqued my interest. I'm like, oh, you know, what have they got this year? Because last year's UMK was so good. There was so many songs in there which I really enjoyed. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Let me know down below what you think of all these entries, and I will let you know which ones I think they should send to Eurovision. Okay. This is pretty sick actually. So Keira with No Business on the Dance Floor. That sounded pretty good. I really liked the melody in that, from that small snippet, little chromatic movements in the melody line, adding something a bit more interesting and a little less predictable. So I really liked that. The production sounded quite slick and smooth, bouncy as well, and I think her voice sounded really sweet as well. It complemented the track. So I know it's a small, 15 seconds, but it's really interesting just to see, just from that small snippet, does it have potential? And I think that does. It was catchy. If that was the chorus, that was very catchy. So pretty good stuff. Let's move on to the next one. Hoida Mut by Benjamin. Ooh. I love the Finnish language being used. So that one was really interesting as well. Finland always know what they're doing with their stuff. So that had definitely a synth pop 80s feel to it. Tempo was quite fast as well, which was good. It could get you up and dancing. I really liked his voice actually. It sounded interesting, unique tone. Can't put my finger on it, but it was very sweet and nice. So again, that sounded pretty good. It's gonna be hard to choose, I think. Next song is Girls Like You by Packalen. More of a disco feel here. Okay. So that one, again, really good production in that one. More of a 70s disco vibe, more of a new disco, 2000s meets the 70s. I really like that one as well. Perhaps it didn't have as much of a punchy impact if that was the chorus compared to the two before, but it was still really good. So yeah, not much to fault, to be honest. I know they're small snippets, but these are very promising songs. Next is, and I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, Lxandra with Something to Lose. Ooh. More of a laid back vibe here. I'll tell you what, there's something really special, I think, about ballads that don't have drums, because a power ballad to me lacks power when you bring in cheesy ass drums, right? That little snippet we heard here was very deep and powerful and grabbing because it was focusing more on the melodic elements rather than percussive, and letting the voice kind of delicately float on top of the track, especially as she was using a lot of falsetto. So that sounded really haunting, and I do want to listen to this one. Once I've made this video, I want to listen to the full track because that sounded really cool. Next is a song which a lot of people have told me to look out for, Cha Cha Cha. So let's see what this one's going to be like. Okay. Oh, do you know what? That was kind of up my street. It's got this sort of happy hardcore meets perhaps the theme tune to an anime. That's really my kind of thing. That sounded really nice. I love that really up-tempo beat. Those synthesizers have got a very retro feel. I felt like I was in some sort of arcade playing step dance competition with someone. You know, that was super cool. And I like the cha-cha-cha element. So I do want to give that one a listen. I think I hold back because a lot of people are saying that could be the winner of UMK, so maybe I'll listen to that. If it gets selected, then I'll do a full reaction on my channel. But really, really cool stuff. And I liked his voice. It sounded, you know, maybe not necessarily a trained kind of strong vibrato in there. It sounded more melodic, so pretty cool. Next one. This is going to be hard now. Bear with me. Bear with my English ridiculousness. Ylivoimainen by Kuumaa. Okay. I really like that. I really like that. That's up my street as well. Jeez, these are all really, really, really promising. Okay, yeah, again, we got more of an 80s feel, very up-tempo. All of these songs seem really up-tempo, which is good because there could be a sea of ballads this year at Eurovision and it's always good to stand out. So yeah, not much to say about that, but I like the sound of it, the timbres, the synths, it all sounded really complimentary, really well polished, pretty good stuff. Let's hear the next one. Okay. Very camp, but it's also quite charming. Not sure about that last one. I think it's, you know, the production, the sound they've gone for, it's it didn't gel as well as the other ones, but it still sounded, you know, quite solid. So that was all of the UMK options for this year. So the ones that stood out the most to me was definitely Benjamin, if that's the correct pronunciation, Hoida Mut, and then Something to Lose by Lxandra, then Cha 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 by Käärijä sounded really cool. Definitely would look out for that one. And then Kuumaa by Ylivoimainen. I can't say it, I'm so sorry guys. That sounded really cool too. So those are the ones I'd particularly go for this selection, but they were all very stand out. A small selection of songs that were polished, well produced, and didn't seamlessly blend one into the other. Malta, please take notes for MESC, because that is a complete car crash compared to this. So yeah, please let me know down below what you guys think. Stay tuned for more content coming soon, and I hope you have a good weekend. Bye.